Alright, hey, my name's Frank. If you've seen my other videos, you probably know this is going to be about Pai Sho. I'm going to go more in depth with the rules now. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for quite a while, and I finally got around to it, so here we go. Alright, so here's my board. You all know that. And I made some more tiles. Just gonna lace them out real quick. Get one of each. Okay, so you all know that there's 12 tiles, and I think that's all of them. Got the jasmine, lily, and the jade. They're all the three of the white flowers. And we have the rose, the chrysanthemum, and the rhododendron, and they're the three red tiles. Now those six right there, those are the flower tiles. They're the most common. You get 6 of each, and they're going to be used the most for getting points and all that. So first we're going to start with placement of those 6 tiles, and so here we go. This side right in front of you is the home port, and then the one on that side is the foreign port, and then you got the 2 sides, and those are your east and west ports. And see, jasmine starts in your home port, rose starts in your foreign port. So this is all relative. If you're sitting over there, if you're sitting across from me, then they would be, relative to you. And then you get the jade and the rhododendron. They both start in the center, so I just put them like that. And then the lily and chrysanthemum go on the sides. So it doesn't really matter which side, but either one. I used to have the rules so that way the white tiles would be inside the ports. So instead of the jasmine being on the tip, it would be over here inside, and then the red tiles would be like on the point like that rose, or the chrysanthemum on the side port. Let me move that out. So I changed that so that way they're all on the tips, so that way it's a little easier for everybody. Alright, so those are where the 6 tiles go. Jasmine on the home, rose on the foreign. That makes sense because they're opposites, and then opposites kind of do the same moves as well. Both the jasmine and the rose move 3 spaces in a straight line, and the lily and the chrysanthemum move in an L shape. That's a maximum of 2 spaces in one direction and 2 in another. You can move less than you want, the maximum amount. And the jade and rhododendron in the center can move 5 spaces in a straight line. Another thing to point out: all the white tiles, which are the jasmine, jade, and lily over there, can only move can move everywhere except completely in a red space. So a jade can't come any space that's completely red like that, but it can go on the line with red on it. And yellow is a neutral, so any tile can go in yellow. And at least I think that's yellow. I'm colorblind. Anyway, and the 3 red tiles, the rose, rhododendron, and chrysanthemum, can move everywhere but a completely white space. So that's how those move. With capturing, if you guys have seen my harmony ring in one of my other videos, you know that the jasmine and the rose are opposites, so they can capture each other. And the lily and chrysanthemum are opposites, and the jade and rhododendron, so they can all capture each other. And that's pretty much it with those tiles. If you guys have any questions, just post them in the comments. Now for the next ones, we're going to do the element tiles. Hold on, I forgot my boat. There it is. Right, so there's the 4 element tiles. Sorry if my voice is a bit shaky. It's kind of cold and I don't have shoes and I'm just wearing shorts. Anyway, so there you go. You got the rock on the top left, the knotweed in the top right, and the wheel and the boat on the bottom. The rock and then all those tiles can be placed anywhere on the board. Used to have it so that way the wheel had to be placed in the yellow to start out, but I changed that to be anywhere because it was either that or the wheel can move and spin at the same time, which I'm still kind of I haven't quite figured that out yet. If I want them to move and spin tiles around it, I've always played that they just move and then next turn they can spin, and that seems to work fine. And okay, so the rock, it blocks harmonies, and it blocks movement. So a rock right here, Jasmine can't move in there. And if I were to have a lily right here and I placed a rock right there, it'd block their harmony. Next is the knotweed, and that kills all the tiles directly adjacent to it, which means if it was there in the center, then the 4 tiles that are next to it, here, 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 they'd all die by fire, knotweed. And a knotweed can be taken out by another knotweed, but they're both out. Next is the boat, and the boat can push tiles up to 5 spaces, and it can move over other tiles. It's the only one that can move over other tiles. And then lastly is the wheel, and remember I changed that so that way it can start anywhere, and it's able to be placed and spun on the first turn, but that's it. The other turns it has to spin separately. If a white tile or a red tile is pushed into its opposite color completely, or spun into an opposite color completely, then it's returned back to the player to be able to reuse. And that's it for the element tiles. For capturing the special tiles, the element tiles, or non-flower tiles if you want to call them that. Both tiles are taken out if you're capturing with a flower tile. And it works both ways. If you're capturing a flower tile with an element tile, then they're both taken out as well. The only exception is if the capturer or the capturee is a special tile on these 2 here. Alright, lastly are the 2 special tiles, the lotus and the white dragon. You may notice the white lotus tile is the most famous of all of them. And the white lotus tile starts on your half of the board, and the dragon starts on your foreign side of the board. The white lotus moves 2 spaces in a straight line, and it can be blooming when your opponent has captured more tiles. So it's good for taking out if you want to win by points real quick. It's in harmony with all tiles right next to it. Otherwise, it's neutral. Next is the dragon, and moves 6 spaces in a straight line, so it's really good for offense, taking out more tiles, and that's pretty much it. It's neutral, and that is the last tile. I don't think I forgot anything. Special tiles and element tiles can move anywhere, and yeah, so if a special tile tries to capture something, it can stay there, or if something captures the special tile, it can stay there. And that is it.